Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Crapo and I come from a family of 8, technically. I have 5 siblings and it's a very complicated family tree, but I have just an amazing family. We did lose our mom when I was 4 years old to a car accident, and that has been something that has definitely changed our lives a little bit, but for the better in a lot of ways. And not until recently I just found out how strong of a faith she had, which has been super awesome to unravel and super inspiring for my own story. And now I'm here in San Clemente. I just graduated Boise State last year, and now I'm home for good, just trying to figure out what the next step is for myself. So coming out of post-grad last May, I just came home feeling very lost, kind of without a purpose in that post-grad rut a lot of people get into. And on top of that, just experiencing some really sudden health issues. My family was there for me and my friends through it all, but we invested so much money into doctors and appointments, and I was listening to videos and podcasts and just trying to find the answer to what I was going through, and just no answers were coming, and every day was just something I was trying to get through. There was no joy. I was anxious. I started getting depressed. Everyone around me felt it. I was missing out on social things, and I just kind of hit a breaking point. And I think for me, that was when I was like, no person, no podcast, no life plan can help me fix this. I need to rely on one person, and that is God, not even a person. But it's just, I need to rely on something greater than anyone else can do. And I remember hearing about the conference, like peak of just this horrible season in my life. And I showed up on Sunday morning with 2 of my best friends, and I remember John was speaking the sermon, but it was like everything he was saying was just like tailored by God, just like to speak to me, and everything was just hitting so close to home in like the most amazing way. Like I was just so shaken up by it and just so locked in on the message. And towards the end, I remember him asking us all to just bow our heads and raise our hands if we wanted to commit or recommit our lives, and just go all in again with our faith. And I'm sitting there and I'm like physically shaking, I'm crying, I think I'm sweating. Like it was just so many emotions, like I was physically being shooken up by God. And I remember he counted down 3, 2, 1, and I shot up my hand. My friend London grabbed my other hand and shot it up. I had 2 hands in the air. And I was just like, this joy and like this like excitement came over me. And a family friend, Julie Knights, came up to me right after, and she's like, "You're getting baptized today." And I always wanted it to be planned, and I wanted my brother there and my parents and the whole shebang, you know, but I just knew that wasn't in God's plan, and he wanted me all in that moment, and I was all in. And I was just so excited, and I got dunked under that water, and I came out, and I wasn't healed, I wasn't perfect, but I just felt this peace I hadn't felt in months, if not a year. I felt this joy and just like hope for like an amazing future. And it is just something I can't explain unless someone feels it, but it's just this like peace I felt that came from God, and it's just something I'll never forget, and my life has changed completely since. So since conference and that amazing day of being baptized, I just felt this fire, and it hasn't gone out. I don't think it ever will. My life has changed, and the word that keeps coming to mind is just Prince of Peace, and that's just what I feel every day. Like there's a hope in every trial I have now. And a few weeks after getting baptized, I said yes to going to Makanalani, and it is a Christian internship in Kauai, and you're basically just serving there for 3 months to save up money and raise for the nonprofit Kids House in Kilauea in Kauai. And it's just like an amazing opportunity just to be able to serve, and you don't get any of the glory, you don't get any of the praise, it's all to God. And I just find so much hope and just like passion in that, and my life has changed for just wanting to serve, not for me, not for others, but for God and his glory. My name is Natalie, and this is my story.